My name is Bethany Webb. I wanted to put my attention to Mayor Strickland, because I think that we should start there. I know you're new to Huntington Beach. You've been here 2 years, somewhere around there. Maybe about 2 years. I'm sorry, if you want to put that on record, that's what I read. So less than 3 years, can we agree less than 3 years you've lived in Huntington Beach? Okay. Well, the voters... The voters... So, is that going to continue on my time? Let me just continue on my time. I am a 40-year Huntington Beach resident. I am friends with the surfers. I'm sure you haven't heard of Billy Webb, but a lot of people that know my brother, who has been here and is a well-regarded part of this community. My husband, who's with me, is a well-regarded part of the biker community. I have been on the PTA. I have raised both my children who went to school here. So there's a lot of people that don't understand that your voters were paid to change this. So when you pat yourself on the back, understand something, that those of us that live here and have lived here, those of us that are from Huntington, that wanted to have unity, and the first thing on your agenda was to take somebody, a lifelong Huntington Beach resident, Natalie Moser, who had been on a committee for public relations, and put a known anti-Semite who has been labeled by the ALDL as an anti-Semite. That's what we're having. If you want to talk about it, and then if you want to raise the wage for Mr. Gates, that is not slander, that's the ADL. If you don't like what I said, check the ADL. The ADL has labeled Ms. Vandermark as an anti-Semite.
Madam.
That's what has happened.
Madam, order in this chamber, or you're going to be removed. Order in this chamber. I will not tolerate that. All comments come through the chair. They don't specifically go to any of the council members.
I was talking to you directly.
Then talk to me directly, but do not address any of the other council members in a negative way.
I did not. I said you selected an anti-Semite to replace somebody that is a...
That's unacceptable.
Okay.
And I would say that to any member that's being attacked.
It's been affirmed by the ADL. The Anti-Defamation League has affirmed that she's... I'm just saying true facts.
City Attorney Gates. City Attorney Gates.
I'm also going to caution the speakers.
And racist, I'm sorry.
We do not tolerate defamatory speech, so refrain from making defamatory statements. Thank you.
Okay, will do. So in my final thing, if Mr. Gates, since you decided to address me, if you want to get a raise, could we put an attachment that the $4 million as a homeowner in Huntington Beach, you have already wasted my tax dollars, that if you want to get a raise, can we take everything you lose in all of your baloney lawsuits back to us and pay the Huntington Beach residents back for our time? Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening, Council. And you know, freedom of speech even protects crazy, right? So, good evening, Mayor Strickland and City Council. Cari Swan here. I'm saddened that Ms. Bolton has left the room, but I'm not surprised. First, let me say what a pleasure it is to be here addressing the 4 new council members in a full 3 minutes. Thank you, Lord. And for the record, I'm here to support the council agenda items 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34. Whew. And in general, I'm really excited that you've hit the ground running to address the damage that was done by the previous council majority. But in particular, I'm really here to address something that happened during the meeting of December 6th, following the swearing in of new council members, and a moment that has been troubling me for days, and I believe it's important to say something and share it with the community as well. There was a moment that spoke loudly to me. It illustrates how completely disingenuous our anointed Bolton, council member Bolton is, who has, left the room, typical. Now, Ms. Bolton is a professional diversity, equity, inclusion consultant. She has a consulting business, a DEI consulting business. She's also a lawyer, so no doubt a smart individual. So after Mayor Strickland was voted in as mayor and a motion to vote Council Member Vandermark as mayor pro tem, Ms. Bolton knew that her vote, either for or against, was inconsequential. The vote was going to pass. So at that moment in time, one would think she might have shown character and unity and place her vote in favor of Ms. Vandermark, a woman of color, the first Latina woman ever elected in Huntington Beach, not by 4 votes, not anointed by 4, but by 33,833 votes. Ms. Bolton's decision to not support her with her vote proves that her rhetoric, her entire business model is a lie, basically a fraud. Her leftist progressive ideology is clearly more important than actual diversity. So since we are entering a new dawn here at City Hall, perhaps Ms. Bolton, maybe she'll watch the video later, I doubt it, but Ms. Mosier and Mr. Kalmick can spare us your condescending and disingenuous lectures about humanity and dignity and respect, because what you are really saying is you only respect your own ideological brethren, not us unruly conservatives. And with that, God bless you all, and a very Merry Christmas.